Higgins for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good. Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we inspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage of the Aitkin Gobblers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise to get in contact. That's yourliveevent.com.
Aitkin Health Services is hiring additional nurses and CNAs. All new hires will receive a $4.75 per hour wage in addition to and above regular pay scale. Contact Aitkin Health Services to inquire on these positions or visit sfhs.hcshiring.com. St. Francis Health Services and Affiliates is an equal opportunity employer.
It's been a family tradition since 1938, purchasing a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle at Aitkin Motors. Another tradition that Aitkin Motors is proud of is supporting extracurricular activities for area students. Need an oil change or vehicle repair? Schedule an appointment with the Aitkin Motors Service Department. Tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
At Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, their team works together to provide you with the ultimate Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet shopping experience. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. They're there to exceed your expectations, deliver the best service possible, and make car shopping fun again. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. When looking for your next new or used vehicle, shop Brandel Chevrolet Buick GMC in Aitkin. Our reputation rides with you. brandelgm.com.
At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we inspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage of the Aitkin Gobblers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise to get in contact. That's yourliveevent.com.
Aitkin Health Services is hiring additional nurses and CNAs. All new hires will receive a $4.75 per hour wage in addition to and above regular pay scale. Contact Aitkin Health Services to inquire on these positions or visit sfhs.hcshiring.com. St. Francis Health Services and Affiliates is an equal opportunity employer.
It's been a family tradition since 1938, purchasing a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle at Aitkin Motors. Another tradition that Aitkin Motors is proud of is supporting extracurricular activities for area students. Need an oil change or vehicle repair? Schedule an appointment with the Aitkin Motors Service Department. Tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
At yourliveevent.com as well. And we've got through about 15 minutes of pregame, Jeremy, and I just realized we had the video stream muted the entire time. So for those joining in on the video stream, welcome tonight as well. We've gotten that out of the way here for tonight's contest as well. But, hey, at least we won't get in trouble with any copyright laws, knock on wood, here this evening as well. But, again, Aitkin Gobblers taking on the Proctor Royals tonight. Jeremy, looking at this matchup here, what do you see at some big focal points here for the Gobblers to cut off to a good start tonight against the Rails?
Just getting that tempo down offensively, and we started a little bit slow against Marshall and had to dig our way back early, just 11-2 deficit, I think, and work it inside and play the kick game to start and set that up. They did play some man-to-man in the JV game, which we haven't seen a lot of man-to-man lately, but with the way we've been shooting, I would think we would see a little bit more man-to-man. But hopefully Gobblers get off to a fast start. The one thing they've done a great job is they've played really good defense in this last 5 or 6 games. And if you want to win games in a tournament next week, you got to play good defense. And they've really picked that up, so it's fun to watch.
Gobblers will be without the services tonight of Zach McDonald. So that means the Magic Man, Eli Christie, inserted into the starting lineup as well. We've seen his accolades and his play out on the court all season long, whether it be off the bench as well, in those good amount of minutes that he gets as well. Just creating something on both ends of the floor, whether it be stealing the ball or just creating a chance for a teammate on a wacky pass or some sort, or just putting enough spin on the ball to land up and in. He's going to get extended minutes tonight, and hopefully for Eli Christie, it does come to the benefit for the Gobblers this evening.
Yeah, he does a great job of getting to the rim. He really drives. He can see the floor well, and it'll be fun to watch him with his first start. We wish Zach well and get him back quick here, and so hopefully Eli steps into that role tonight. They're both kind of that active hands defensive players that really they can pick one off at any time and go the other way for an easy bucket. So it'll be fun to watch Eli in that spot tonight, and we wish Zach well and speedy recovery.
Gobblers will have tonight. They'll play tomorrow night at Pequot Lakes, and then Friday right here at Aitkin High School for senior night and a parents' night as well. Programming note as well that Aitkin Pequot Lakes, a boys basketball game, will have on Talk 100 KLKS and right here on the Gobbler as well. So we'll have two stations covering that game coming up tomorrow night as well. But as we step aside here, national anthem on its way, while also getting for you our starting lineups on the other side of the break as the Aitkin Gobblers take on the Proctor Rails tonight here from Aitkin High School on the Gobbler, yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
At Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, their team works together to provide you with the ultimate Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet shopping experience. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. They're there to exceed your expectations, deliver the best service possible, and make car shopping fun again. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. When looking for your next new or used vehicle, shop Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, GMC in Aitkin. Our reputation rides with you. brandelgm.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
This is Jim Berkemeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. Hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kicks, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
When you need heating, cooling, refrigeration, or plumbing work, call McGuire Mechanical. They provide quality and timely service for repairs and new construction with residential homes and commercial businesses. When you need the service of heating, cooling, refrigeration, or plumbing, call McGuire Mechanical, 218-927-5400. Serving the Aitkin, Crow Wing counties, and surrounding areas since 2004. Rely on McGuire Mechanical. Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Carpets, furniture, or countertops. Never leave space heaters unattended. Turn off your space heater and unplug it before leaving the room or going to bed. Mille Lacs Energy Cooperative cares about you and your safety.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1, as well as yourliveevent.com. Get a look here at our starting lineups for both basketball teams tonight. Visiting team on the scoreboard in the Proctor Rails starting lineup will go like this. Number 2 is Carter St. Germain. Number 3, Nick Breed, followed by number 11, Colin Aho. Tyler Nyberg wears number 12, and number 50, Rev King, will get the start tonight for the Proctor Rails. As head coach for the Proctor Rails is Cole Lipinski, is assisted by Jared Potterze, along with Brody Eldine and Derek Solers. As the assistant coaches. Managers are Aaron Bergquist and Tanner Wiss. As we get a look now at the starting lineup for your Aitkin Gobblers tonight for the Aitkin Gobblers. Number 1 is a 6-foot senior guard in Gus Sanford. Number 2 is a 6'3" senior forward in Landon Jansen. Number 3 getting the start tonight, 5'11" junior guard in Eli Christie. Number 13 is a 6'3" junior forward in Alex Palm. Number 15 is a 5'10" senior guard in Jalen Williams. Head coach for the Aitkin Gobblers, not in attendance tonight, but we do wish him well wishes. Head coach Scott Stanfield, assisted by Greg Hills, Ben Schwartz, Daryl Smith. Manager is Bailey Gabriel. Gobblers tonight, as they get the starting lineups announced for the Gobblers here, and of course the home red uniforms as they have been all season long. Aitkin script going across the chest, solid white numbers and letters. 2 stripes down the side of the shorts, with also the A on the left short leg for the Gobblers. The Proctor Rails tonight going with the road white uniform, similar to almost Michigan State-like colors and uniform as well. Proctor going across the chest, solid green numbers and letters, with Proctor going across the chest for the Rails. Rails also going down the side of the shorts for the Proctor Rails tonight. Go through the starting lineups here tonight from the Cub Foods Brainerd Baxter radio booth here. My Cub, My Way, and Lakes Proud. Paul Vold, Jeremy Jansen here for the start of our contest tonight. First of 3 games this week for the Aitkin Gobblers to close out the regular season. Tonight, tomorrow night, and then they get Wednesday, Thursday before closing out the season at home against Staples Motley. Tuesday, they will be on the road against Pequot. Lakes will be at home against Staples Motley coming up on Friday. We'll have coverage of those 2 contests to wrap up the regular season. It will be the likes of which for the Aitkin Gobblers, Alex Baum to go up against Colin Aho to take the opening tap here tonight from Aitkin High School. Gobblers will work right to left on your radio dials, computer screens, and mobile devices at rjbroadcasting.com, yourliveevent.com as well. The opening tap, one controlled by the Proctor Rails. Fed inside to Aho at the right elbow. Stops, turnaround shot off the right elbow, no good. Rebounded down to Alex Palm as the Gobblers work it up to the front court quickly inside. Looking for a pass, nearly stolen away. It is now to Colin Aho after the bullet pass from Gus Sanford as Aho takes a tumble towards the hoop. Loose ball to Gus Sanford. We get to the track meet the other side. Jalen Williams takes a hard foul, as we will also get free throws coming up here for Jalen Williams to open up the ball game.
Kind of up and down the floor here to start it in the first 30 seconds. 2 possessions each.
Yeehaw. Saddle up. As Jalen Williams will hit the line for the first time tonight. Rev King will be issued the first foul of the ball game. First free throw from Jalen is good. A 1-0 lead on our Brando Motors of Aitkin and Aitkin Health Services scoreboard. For those tuning into the video stream tonight, you'll notice a return of one of our pride and joys, our scoreboard camera as well. Second free throw from Williams, no good. Rebounded down to Colin Aho. To the front court now for number 12, Ty Nyberg. Back to Aho, fed inside, looking for Nick Breed, and it's taken away by the Gobblers. And Gus Sanford from the right elbow lays it up and in, and good for Gus Sanford. First points of the ball game for Gus Sanford. Gobblers come aggressively in the front, in the backcourt, I should say. Now leading up across half court will be the Proctor Rails and St. Germain, Carter St. Germain that is. Gets it to Nyberg. Looking for Aho, right corner, Breed for a 3. Ties the ball game at 3 apiece. Little over a minute into the contest, we're tied at 3. 16:45 to go in the first half. Sanford to the front court now for Jalen Williams. Back to Gus Sanford at the top of the circle. Alex Palm back to Gus. Straight on three on its way. Good for Gus Sanford. Takes the lead right back at a 3-point advantage, 6-3 our score. Pass stolen away at the half-court line. Eli Christie lays it up and in. Aggressive play at midcourt. Alex Palm read the route, stole it away. Gobblers up 8-3. Aho to the front court after getting the midcourt pass. Looking for it to Nyberg. It's going to be battled down low, and we get a foul called on the floor right around the area of where Landon Jansen was. It's still going to be Proctor basketball. They are going to give it to Landon Jansen. It'll be his first. Team's first as well for the Gobblers. Fouls at 1 apiece. 16 minutes to go here in this first half. Inbound to Colin Aho on the right wing. Rev King takes a hip check with Eli Christie. And ball will stay with the rails. Eli Christie assessed his first foul.
JV game, there was 5 total fouls in the first half. We've got 3 in the first 2 minutes here in the varsity game.
Inbound stolen away by Landon Jansen. Read that route perfectly and stole it away for the Gobblers. To Gus Sanford at the free throw line, back out to Eli Christie. Stops, pops a shot inside the perimeter. Rebounded down to Rev King. Gives it up to number 2 and Carter St. Germain. Bounce pass to Colin Aho. Aho back to St. Germain. Stolen away by the Magic Man in Eli Christie. Goes up. He will be fouled as he'll head his way to the free throw line. Foul will be assessed, I believe, to St. Germain. 2 free throws will be coming up here for Eli Christie. No, they're going to give that to, I believe, number 3. Nope, number 12. Ty Nyberg will get his first. Team second as well as Eli Christie.
St. Germain for sure on that, too.
I thought so as well. First free throw from Christie is good. As we'll get a second free throw on the guaranteed 2 for the Gobblers. Up 9-3 here in the opening minutes of the contest. Make it 10-3. 15:38 to play. Gobblers ahead by 7. It'll be Ty Nyberg to bring it up to the front court. Works it over right side for St. Germain, wearing number 2. Into the right corner for number 3, Nick Breed. Breed looks for a pass back to St. Germain, top of the right side, as he'll pick up his dribble. Now we'll go back to number 12 in Ty Nyberg. Jumper at the free throw line off the back of the rim. Rev King tries to fight for a board, but it's going to be Landon Jansen to the benefit. Home run pass to the left side now. Skip pass. Jalen Williams going to be denied by Rev King. As King will be getting another foul.
They called it on the arm, but he did get all ball there. I think he got him in the body.
2 free throws for Jalen Williams once again. Williams at the line. Knocks down the front end 2.
Gobblers 4 of 5 at the line thus far.
15:05 to play here in this first half. 11-3 the score. Rev King checks out, brings in number 33. Actually, make that number 53. Ian Gillis will check in for the first time tonight. Second free throw from Williams is good. Nyberg spins away, almost taken away by Eli Christie, but St. Germain comes out with a loose ball into the right corner. Cross-court heave back to Nyberg. Deep 3 off the left side. Good. Ty Nyberg hits a 3-pointer. Makes the deficit 6 points. At 12-6, the score for the Gobblers. Back out to Eli Christie. Drives, hesitates down along the baseline, throws it away, and St. Germain will be the benefactor. Back the other way as we get a foul called out on the floor as Gus Sanford tried to take it away, and he did, but it was on a reach. I'm going to say getting him in. First foul of the night for Gus Sanford, team's third. Fouls even at 3 apiece with 14 and a half to go. Inbound to Nyberg, from Nyberg, stolen away by Eli Christie. Skip pass up to Jalen Williams. Basket will not go, but he is fouled at the line once again. Will be Jalen Williams going in aggressively.
Jaden's 6th attempt here coming, these 2 shots.
Not even we're a little over 3.5 minutes in the game, and Jalen Williams will be shooting his 5th and 6th free throws. Misses the front end to 2. Substitution checks in as that foul went to Carter St. Germain. 4th foul for the Proctor Rails. Substitution in James Poiro, in for the first time. Last touching the free throw as it went out of bounds. No discussion as of yet. Both teams pointing fingers as we're going to get a conference here from the 2 officials closest to the ball. One a third opinion. Jump ball in the tie. Gobblers will keep the basketball, but lose the possession arrow. Guess when worse comes to worse, see what the possession arrow says.
It's good they get together, though. We try to get the call right. And
absolutely.
Nobody saw it. And
Micah Lane checks in the ball game. He is in for Landon Jansen as Sanford had it on the left wing. Now back up top for Eli Christie. From the right elbow, drives, throws up a wild shot. This one rolls in for Eli Christie. 14-6, Gobblers ahead, 4 minutes in. Skip pass at the free throw line, throws it away. Did number 11, Colin Aho, to nobody.
5th turnover for the Rails so far in the game. Got to have a shout out to Gus Sanford's grandma, who a longtime listener, 94 years old, Corinne Sanford, listening from home tonight.
All right. Had to confirm as well that the game was going to be on the radio as well, the video tonight. As we get a foul called, as Jalen Williams' hesitation drew the foul from Colin Aho. It's foul number 5 in this first half for the Proctor Rails. Gus Sanford will reestablish the offense in the front court across the midcourt stripe. Gets a screen, works against it from Alex Palm to Eli Christie. Draws along that left baseline, thought about going, dishes it back out, stolen away by the likes of Nick Breed. Breed will take it, lays it up and in for 2 points. Gobblers getting a little too fancy on that last offensive set to Eli Christie in the right corner, left corner that is, to Alex Palm. He'll drive with the left hand, rolls it up and in for the Gobblers.
Nice left-handed lay-in by Alex. His grandma listening from home tonight, Linda Palm.
All right. Can't be here. Homegrown local radio's got you covered, as well as yourliveevent.com. Aho back out to Nick Breed. Loose pass in the middle. Eli Christie firing a shot up. Basket will not go as we'll get a foul called. We don't know if Eli Christie's grandmother is tuning in tonight,
I think she's here. Yeah, I think she's here tonight.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Just had
she's tuning in, just in the crowd.
Yes. Colin Aho will get his 2nd foul tonight.
It's so nice, though, for people to be able to video from home, listen to it live. They're not far from the concession stand at home either. You know, right to the refrigerator.
Inbound right to Micah Lane. Banks it up and in, and good for Micah Lane. Gobblers getting a bevy of scoring tonight from a few different players as well. Micah Lane with his first points. Timeout taken by the Proctor Rails with 12:47 to play. 18-8 our score. We'll step aside for a quick Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout as well on the Gobbler, yourliveevent.com.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Will fit all your family's boating needs for a great day on the lake. Stop by Bay Lake Marine in Uptown Deerwood.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight here on the Gobbler as well as yourliveevent.com. 18-8 our score after a Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout called by the Proctor Rails. Gobblers off to a hot start here this evening, led by the likes of, well, a few different players tonight. Of course, Eli Christie with 6 points. Gus Sanford chipping in 5 thus far. All 5 players out on the court have scored tonight as Michael Lane steals a pass away to Eli Christie. Going to fire off a three-pointer. Good for Eli Christie. They're going to mark it down as a long 2 as toes were on the line. Nonetheless, 20-8 the score, Gobblers ahead. Proctor Rails bringing it up to the front court. Stolen away by Alex Palm for the right elbow, lays it up and in, and gets it to go for the Gobblers. Gobblers a 4-0 run after the Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout. 12 minutes to play in the first half, 22-8 the score. Nick Breed gonna fire a three for the Rails off the back of the iron, leads into the hands of Eli Christie. Gus Sanford across half court. Left side to Christie once again. Skip pass, back out to Gus. In rhythm, three-pointer no good. Palm with a rebound, fouled on his way to the rack. 2 free throws coming up for Alex Palm, as I believe Aho was in the area of the foul, which will make it now 3, and also the 17th foul of the first half for the Proctor Rails. The 2 guaranteed free throws for Alex Palm in this first half. First end of 2 is good. 23-8 our score on the Aitkin Health Services, Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboards. We'll see Rev King back in, Carter St. Germain back in for the Rails. Landon Jansen and also Brecken Williams checking in this ball game as well. Second free throw no good. Rebound down to Eli Christie. Christie to Williams out on the right side. Gets it back up top for Brecken Williams. Williams wearing number 21 for your Gobblers. Out on the left wing, skip pass back to Williams, right side for the likes of Christie. Back up top now, left side for Jalen Williams. Feeds it down low to Landon Jansen, double teamed, but doesn't stop Landon from going strong to the basket and nailing 2 more points up for the Gobblers. 25-8, Gobblers ahead. 11 minutes to play in the first half. Cross-court heave into the right corner now for a 3. No good. A rebound down to Landon Jansen. Jalen Williams will bring it up to the front court as that near pass stolen away by the Rails to the left side for Nick Breed. Breed will go up strong to the basket. Blocked midair by Eli Christie, as they are going to give the ball right back to the Rails, as it was last touched by Eli Christie and went out of bounds. 10:52 to play in the first half. 25-8 our score. Inbound left corner on the way, no good from number 5 West Theory. West Theory checking in during the last stoppage. With 10:42, Jalen Williams brings it up to the front court to Brecken Williams. Back out now, top of the circle now, tapped alive by Jalen to Eli Christie. Christie goes to Landon down along the left baseline, stops, hesitates, gets the shot mid-air to follow through. Landon Jansen, 2 more points, brings his total up now to
4 points on the night.
4 points for him as well. Gobblers in the left corner now. Pass in the middle for Rev King, draws a double team. He'll take the shot himself inside the lane. No good, rebound down to Jalen Williams. Jalen across half court. Works it to the right side for Brecken. Brecken looking for a pass back out of trouble. He'll get it back out to Jalen, top of the right side. Cross court heave, almost taken away. It is ripped out of the hands of Alex Palm by Nick Breed.
Just a little late on that pass, put a little more English on it. It gets to him a little quicker.
Right corner 3 on the way, no good from St. Germain. Rebounded down to Jansen, as the Gobblers will bring it up to the front court. The absence of Coach Scott Stanfield, seen Coach Rob Williams, Coach Greg Hills standing most of the time. Coach Williams doing much of the standing, but also coaching from just about everybody out on the bench as well. Jumper from Jansen, no good. Loose rebound picked up by St. Germain with 9:16 to go. Gobblers up 27-8. Rails with the basketball to the right side, looking for a pass out of trouble into the corner. St. Germain to Rev King. Skip pass back out for a 3. No good. Rebounded down to Jansen, who hands it off politely to teammate Jalen Williams. Take his time coming across half court. Jalen to Eli Christie. Christie, skip pass over to Brecken Williams on the right wing. Now back up top around the perimeter. Jalen almost stolen away, as it was tipped out of bounds by a Rail, but will stay with the Gobblers. See Gus Sanford, Braden Smith check into the ball game as well.
And we wish Scott Stanfield well. Hope he's back to coaching tomorrow night.
Absolutely. Gus Sanford, Braden Smith checking in. Landon Jansen left all alone on the bullet pass inside from Gus Sanford.
Great vision by Gus to see that opening there and thread that ball right in.
29-8 the score. Gobblers ahead with 8.5 to play in this first half. Rails looking for some sort of momentum offensively. Cross-court pass once again down low, looking for Theory, up with the right hand, can't get the shot to go. Jalen Williams had the rebound, gave it up to Braden Smith on his way down to the floor. Sanford down low to Jansen, left the shot a little bit short. Fight for the rebound goes to number 22 and Nate Moz. Moz will get the board across half court now to Nick Breed. Breed surveys right in front of the Gobbler bench to the left corner. 3 on the way from Pioro. No good. Rebounded down to Jalen Williams. Gus Sanford comes up with a full head of steam. Slows up at the top of the circle. Free throw line. Bullet pass inside. Underhand right to to Landon Jansen. Gobblers up by 23 at 31-8. Timeout taken by the Proctor Rails. And we'll take it with him as well. 7:29 to play in the first half. Gobblers up 31-8 on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin. Aitkin Health Services scoreboard here on the Gobbler, yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight here on the Gobbler as well as yourliveevent.com. Those also tuning in the audio stream at rjbroadcasting.com, your home for Aitkin Gobbler sports all season long, right here on yourliveevent.com as well as the Gobbler. Paul Volt, Jeremy Jansen from the Cub Foods Brainerd Baxter radio booth. Gobblers up 31-8. Another timeout taken by the Proctor Rails. Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout. Gobblers getting contribution from the whole team as also working in more depth as well. We've seen Brecken Williams, Braden Smith checking in as well here in the last few minutes for the Gobblers. And getting pure evaluation in another big sectional matchup here for Section 7 2A as Nick Breed right off the timeout fires up a 3, but Landon Jansen will get the rebound. He'll give it up to Gus Sanford across half court. To the right side now for Sanford. Back to Jalen Williams. Williams looks for a pass. He'll take it himself. Williams out on the left wing. Cross-court pass once again. Gus Sanford for a 3. It is good. Another three-pointer made by the Gobblers. 34-8 the score. Gobblers ahead. Now to the left side. Back up top for Nick Breed. Cross-court pass once again to St. Germain. Back in the left corner now for West Theory. Theory will stop and drive just outside the paint. St. Germain throws up a floater inside the paint and will get his shot to come through. 34-10.
First bucket of the night for St. Germain.
Gobblers up 6.5 to go in the first half. 34-10. Feet inside to Landon. Denied. Gets his own rebound. Basket will count as he will go to line. Landon Jansen. 36-10 the score. Landon denied on the initial shot, fought for the rebound, down low, came up with it, whacked in the arm, and
high off the glass.
High off the window, and the and one free throw is good. Stoppage out on the floor here. Micah Lane will check in for Landon as he'll step out for a break. 6:23 to play and counting downward in this first half. 37-10 our score. From the Cub Foods Brainerd Baxter radio booth. Carter St. Germain with the basketball skips it over to Nick Breed down in the left corner now for West Theory. Cross-court pass stolen away by Gus Sanford through a double team. Through the middle, throws up a shot. Basket will count. Oh my goodness. Augustine Sanford with a finish. That thing came off the hand red hot from Gus.
Floating there, floated from just inside the free throw line right to the back of the rim and in.
Oh my goodness. It bounced off the front and back of the rim about 3-4 times before it went in. It went fast and slow off the hand from Gus Sanford as he looks to put the Gobblers up by 30 on the free throw, which he will not do. Michael Lane will try his best, and he will do just that. Puts the Gobblers up by 31 at 41-10 with under 6 to play in the first half. Skip pass to the left side now for Nick Breed. Breed looks for a pass somewhere to go with it. Tipped out of the air. Gus Sanford will fight for it. Comes up with a loose ball. Wild shot from Sanford. Loose rebound. Sanford comes down with it through the paint. Bodies flying everywhere. Last touch by a Gobbler, they're going to say. And will go and actually stay with the Gobblers.
I think Alex is able to get it off of the defender, off his thigh, and roll back on bounds.
The way it looked, he had to go around the defender and basically whack it right in front of the defender. Off the inbound, tipped right in. Alex Palm and Eli Christie perform a little magic trick of their own. 43-10, Gobblers ahead with 5.5 to play in the first half. Left side for the Proctor Rails. Nick Breed, top of the left side, looks for a pass at the free throw line. He'll go cross court once again to St. Germain in the left corner now for West Theory. Going to fire up a three-pointer. Theory high off the glass, and the ball last touched by number 22, Nate Moss. Goes out of bounds, last touch by him. See a host of Rails checking back in. Stoppage here out on the floor with few Rails laid off the court. Checking back in, we'll see Colin Aho with his 3 fouls. Josh Sinnott wearing number 4. And also number 12, Ty Nyberg, back in the ball game as well for the Proctor Rails. Eli Christie, left side. Gus Sanford from the right side for a 3. No good. Long rebound down to Brecken Williams. He'll give it up to Gus Sanford, left side for Eli Christie before it just goes out of bounds. With 4:51 to play in the first half, Gobblers up 43-10, our score. Gus Sanford from the top of the circle now. Left side, making the right side for Brecken Williams. Fed down low to Micah Lane. Throws up a shot high up off the rim. Not good enough as it goes in the hands now of Ty Nyberg and brings it across half court. Left side for West Theory. Theory will dribble his way back towards the middle of the circle. Back out from Moz to number 4 in Josh Sinnott. Sinnott looks for a pass somewhere as it's taken away by Alex Palm from the left elbow. Stops, hesitates, loses the handle. Ball loose out on the floor. We've got a pair of Gobblers on top of it. And both Gobbler players came out with it, but the possession arrow on the tie-up will go right to the Rails, it looks like, as Eli Christie a little bit slow to get up. Coming up a little bit gimpy. But looks like Jalen Williams will come in to spell Eli Christie for a minute or two. Came down awkwardly in that tie-up between him and Brecken Williams.
I hate to comment where it hurts.
Down below the waist,
say it's awkwardly.
Yes, the bread basket, we'll say.
Yeah.
Yes. Below the belt. We'll
Below
keep it PG.
Yeah,
keep it PG as the jumper on the way from Ty Nyberg is good. As the Gobblers still hold a 30-point advantage, 43-12, as tipped out of bounds by the Rails. Will keep it at a Gobbler possession. 43-12, 3:48 to play until halftime. Inbound to the right of the basket from Jalen Williams. We'll get to Brecken Williams at the top of the key. Gus Sanford right side, 3 on the way. No good. Long rebound into the hands of Nate Moz. Moz gives it up to Nyberg across half court. Left side for Nate Moz. We'll go to West Theory, actually. Aho for a 3 in the left corner is good. Colin Aho hits a 3. 43-15 the score, 3.5 to go until halftime. Of course, we'll get an update with our out-of-town scoreboard, and we'll get much more coming up here, of course, but still 3.5 minutes to go until we get to that halftime break. Jumper from Michael Lane on the turnaround inside the arc, no good. Fight for the rebound, and we are going to get, looks like, a foul called, and also another one called with a little bit of a hip check after the whistle from Colin Aho. Could we possibly quite see another technical foul here, Jeremy? Well, it's a very interesting situation. Now, there was one foul called. Wasn't quite sure.
I think the first foul was going against the Gobblers. Either Alex or Brecken got the first one.
Right.
And then after the play was over, 11 gave Brecken an extra shove that wasn't needed.
Now, this is going to be very interesting to see. if they are going to assess anything beyond just a foul itself for Colin Aho, who does have 3 already. So foul called against Brecken. That'll be his first. Mark that down here. Team's 4th of the half. Also getting the foul called, I believe, against Colin Aho. That'll be his 4th. Now, I believe that's going to be a technical as well. Okay. Interesting, because the official who made the call started signaling for free throws for Shooter. So I think that makes it now 3-4 games in a row now, Jeremy. We've seen a technical foul in a Gobbler game. Or is it just going to be? Well, no, it's just a foul. Yes, that's right, because they're in the double bonus now. Never mind that.
Yep, just a double bonus.
Still have 3:23 left in this first half and a whole second half before we can continue our streak of technicals. But I would feel in the second half, if this holds up the way that it has been, maybe some cooler heads should prevail in that second half. Well, we'll see. Get Brecken Williams at the line. 2 guaranteed free throws as the Gobblers now in the double bonus after the 10th foul of the half from the Proctor Rails. Landon Jansen back into the ball game. Checks in for Mike Lane. And we'll wait here. Braden Smith's going to check back in for the shooter, that being Brecken Williams at the line. 3:23 still to play here in our first half. Second free throw from Williams, no good. Stoppage here, or no stoppage.
Tony thought the basket was good. He was going to get Braden Smith into the game,
but Braden's going to have to wait here till the next available stoppage. West Theory going to fire up a 3, and it is good. Now makes it 43-18 the score. 3 minutes to go until halftime. Gobblers ahead by that score. Landon Jansen down low, hesitation, basket counts, and he is fouled. Landon will go back to the line. 45-18 the score. Landon Jansen back at the free throw line once again. 13 points on the night for Landon, 10 for Gus Sanford. We've seen production top and bottom here tonight for the Gobblers, Jeremy.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Eli Christie, he's got 8 on the night already. So Jalen with 3, Micah with 4.
Josh Sinnott was assessed the fouls, the free throw from Jansen, no good. 2:53 and counting downward left in this first half. Pioro out the top of the circle for Ty Nyberg. Nyberg left side for West Theory. Feeds a pass inside for Moz. Back out to Pioro for a 3. No good, or rebounded down to Alex Palm to Gus Sanford. He'll take it up across half court with a full head of steam. To the right side, thinking about the 3, Braden Smith. Back out to Gus Sanford. Looking for a pass underneath the no look. Looking for Alex Palm. Turns it over for the Gobblers. And for Eli Christie, back into the game as well. Checks in for, I believe, Alex Palm in the final moments here of this first half. Palm will get a little bit of coaching from Coach Rob Williams. 45-18, 2:23 and counting downward as the jumper in the lane from Nate Moz, no good, or a good, I should say. 45-20 the score. 2:18 counting downward. Jalen Williams back up top for Eli Christie. Looks right side for Gus Sanford. Sanford looks to dribble from the free throw line. Stops, throws up a wild shot. Basket will not go as it went off the back of the rim. And will be free throws for Gus Sanford. Gobblers just tallying them up at the free throw line here in this first half. We'll see number 33, James Pioro, with his first of the night. First free throw from Sanford, no good. Sanford will go for a bit of a walk around after the missed free throw.
Yeah, the Detroit Lakes game the other night, Gus was 13 of 17 from the line. Been pretty sure free throw shooter and knocks down the second one there.
46-20 the score. Gobblers up on the Aitkin Health Services Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboards. Under 2 minutes to go until halftime. Gobblers up by 26. Left side now for West Theory. Theory at the top of the circle. Gets a pass now back out to number 4 and Josh Sinnott. Theory at the top of the key. Right side for Nyberg. He looks to drive. Throws a floater outside the paint. Rattles around into the hands of Gus Sanford after the rebound from Landon Jansen. Backside pass to Jalen Williams. Too hot to handle as the rebound goes down to West Theory through the lane. Coast to coast for Theory. Can't finish it as Jansen will take a rebound and a timeout taken by the Aitkin Gobblers. 1:25 to go until halftime here on the Gobbler, as well as yourliveevent.com. We'll just keep it right here as it's just a quick 30-second Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout. 46-20 our score. Gobblers being led. Landon Jansen 13. We've got Gus Sanford 11 and Eli Christie with 8 points. But again, a whole bevy of scores in this first half too.
Yeah, again we've got 6 guys on the scorer sheet. 2 in double figures and 2 real close to double figures. So the big number turnovers for the Rails is 10-6 to the Gobblers, but the rebounds are not close right now, 19 to 8. So
Gobblers will have the basketball underneath their own basket as the official put the ball down on the floor and started counting off the inbound. Don't see that too often after the timeout that was taken by the Aitkin Gobblers. Eli Christie up and under the basket. The Magic Man couldn't finish the shot, but Landon Jansen, the Magician's assistant on that one, finishes it off on the putback with the rebound. 48-20 the score. Gobblers ahead with 1 minute to go until halftime. Left side now for Pioro. Excuse me, that is James Pioro. Throws a floater outside the lane, down along the left baseline, and gets it to go. Puro, excuse me, the pronunciation on that. Gobblers bringing it up now, right side. Jalen Williams from the right elbow extended. Braden Smith, try to find Eli Christie in the right corner to cut along that baseline, but pass was tipped out of bounds. 37.8 seconds go. Gobblers up 48-22. Jalen Williams will get the inbound to Gus Sanford across half court. See if the Gobblers try to hold for the final shot or if they try to get one and take off a bunch of time in the process. Braden Smith looking down low for Gus Sanford. Smith comes out with a loose ball as it was tipped away. This one's taken away by West Theory. Theory stops as he is fouled upon, they're going to say, just outside the lane off the left side.
Jalen Williams picking up his first foul.
48-22, 21.0 seconds remaining here in the first half. Theory inbounds right underneath the basket to Nate Maas. His jumper is good.
That's too easy there.
15 seconds ago, Gus Sanford takes the inbound, brings it across half court. Looks for a high screen. Will work up against Maas. 5 seconds ago, Sanford, right side, basket will not go as it'll be a shot up at the buzzer that will not count. Gobblers go up at halftime, 48-24. Gobblers take that halftime lead. We'll step aside here for our halftime break. Get you a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. First half numbers. First half, of course, second half adjustments also coming up as the Gobblers lead 48-24 here on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com.
Aitkin Gobblers Action with Your Live Event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of Your Live Event and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aitkin. Enjoy the broadcast.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
This is Jim Berkemeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. Hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kicks, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
When you need heating, cooling, refrigeration, or plumbing work, call McGuire Mechanical. They provide quality and timely service for repairs and new construction with residential homes and commercial businesses. When you need the service of heating, cooling, refrigeration, or plumbing, call McGuire Mechanical, 218-927-5400. Serving the Aitkin, Crow Wing counties, and surrounding areas since 2004. Rely on McGuire Mechanical. Welcome to
FDIC.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight here on the Gobbler, as well as YourLiveEvent.com. Paul Vold from the Cub Foods Brainerd Baxter radio booth. Our halftime score, 48-24, Aitkin Gobblers on top here on Homegrown Local Radio. And for those also tuning in the video stream at YourLiveEvent.com. So the Aitkin youngsters, junior high basketball, or at least some youngsters getting some action here at the halftime break as well to entertain some of the fans here. Gobblers up here at the half by the score of 48-24. Well, it's been that 2-1 margin in a number of departments as well for the Gobblers. 2-1 in scoring in their favor, 2-1 in rebounds in their favor, while also 2-1 in the turnover department. While the Gobblers have 7 turnovers at the half, while the Proctor Rails with 10. So almost a 2-1 margin there. So about 1 to 1.5 in that area. But the Gobblers still up here at the halftime break, 48-24, and we've talking about as this game has moved along, the amount of depth that has come through here for the Gobblers as well. 6 different scores in the first half, being led by the likes of Landon Jansen with 15 points for the Gobblers, 11 for Gus Sanford. Going into the halftime break, we've seen Eli Christie jump into the starting role tonight. He has certainly benefited from that halftime advantage as well. I should say, getting the starting advantage here tonight for the Aitkin Gobblers in the absence of Zach McDonald, and I'm sure Coach Scott Stanfield would be quite proud to start off this second half as well. Quick out-of-town scoreboard update over on Skeeter 101.5. Crosby Ironton girls basketball up at the half. That's a 33-21 lead at the halftime break with Paul Vold, Jeremy Jans, and again, that game over on Skeeter 101.5. Crosby Ironton girls up 33-21. At the halftime break. But Jeremy, we've been talking about as this game has moved along, it's been a 2-1 favor for the Gobblers. Total points, rebounds, almost in the turnover department as well to the favor of the Gobblers. But just seeing right off from the very beginning, the Gobblers came out and they were aggressive.
Yeah, you know, they ran the offense. They just switched late there. They just ran 2 guys, 2 high posts there at the free throw line, and able to get some cuts and some easy baskets, and did a nice job of finding the weakness in the zone, and so far, the Gobblers on rebounding 22-10 at first half, and turnovers 10 for the Proctor Rails and 7 for the Gobblers. So a nice half and high energy. They came out and you could tell they were a little bitter from that loss on Saturday, and they didn't let it affect them though. They just, as we talked early on, let's get off to a fast start, and they did so.
Absolutely, as the Aitkin Gobblers leading 48-24 at the halftime break. We'll take a break. We'll get you a look second half adjustments coming up while the second half tip-off still on the way here as the Aitkin Gobblers lead 48-24 on the Gobbler as well as yourliveevent.com.
Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Aitkin Gobblers Action with your live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aitkin. Enjoy the broadcast.
Coming June 20.
Give them a call at 829-5292. The name to remember and use appliances is Rock.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight here on the Gobbler, yourliveevent.com. Still our halftime score, 48-24 here on Homegrown Local Radio as well as at yourliveevent.com. Friendly reminder, once again, we'll have the Aitkin Gobbler boys basketball team against Pequot Lakes tomorrow night on the Gobbler as well as Talk 100 KLKS. Then we'll have the regular season finale on Friday on yourliveevent.com and the Gobblers will take on Staples Motley to finish off the regular season. And then friendly reminder on Thursday, just on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930 FM translator 103.1, Aitkin girls basketball team in the first round of the Section 7 2A tournament will be at Piers, a 5:40 pregame. We'll have that game coming up for you on Thursday night as some of the youngsters getting their chance to play out on the big court as well here tonight.
Packed house for the sixth grade boys.
I know, the sixth graders getting their chance, their moment in the spotlight right now. But Jeremy, as we get ready here for the start of our second half after the sixth graders get done here out on the floor, that obviously the Gobblers need to continue on with the momentum. You don't want to get complacent to start off the second half. Continuing on with that aggressive play to open up the half is going to be something that's going to be a big focal point for them to start off.
You know, it's one of those games, you're getting to the part of the season where your starters need to run and get that, to the point where if this game were to get out of hand, you sub down. But I've even, in baseball, I just hated that. Mm-hmm. Your starters not getting those quality innings late in the season. And so the reason that the score is 48-24 is because the guys that have come in here tonight have played well, high energy, played good defense, and done a really nice job. So they need to your point, continue it and not worry about the scoreboard. Just continue to do what they're doing and working hard, and the scoreboard will take care of itself.
As the Gobblers, the varsity Gobblers, will be heading out onto the floor here to get warmed back up. They're going to put on a few extra minutes here to start warm-ups as well. Proctor making their way out of the locker room here in just a couple of moments. But just a friendly reminder, you can always stay up to date with news, weather, sports, and our full broadcast schedule by going to rjbroadcasting.com. We will take a break. Second half coming your way here after these messages here on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com.
25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we inspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage of the Aitkin Gobblers, thank the sponsoring businesses UC Advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise to get in contact. That's yourliveevent.com.
Aitkin Health Services is hiring additional nurses and CNAs. All new hires will receive a $4.75 per hour wage in addition to and above regular pay scale. Contact Aitkin Health Services to inquire on these positions or visit sfhs.hcshiring.com. St. Francis Health Services and Affiliates is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight here on the Gobbler, yourliveevent.com. Paul Vold, Jeremy Jansen to start off our second half as the Proctor Rails trail your Aitkin Gobblers 48-24 on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin Health Services scoreboards. As we get ready here for the start of our second half, a busy week this past week with the Aitkin Gobbler athletic teams, but also a busy week still ahead. We've got playoff girls basketball. We got individual wrestlers going to state as well Friday and Saturday. And, we wish the Gobbler wrestlers the best of luck down at state as well. After a great year for them, we're sending 6 to state as well, including Maddie Strohmeyer for the girls side as well, section champion this year. And a few other section champions for the Gobbler boys too. Craig Ashton, we had Marshall Larson, and then Nathan Trotter. There we go.
And two second matches, Kenny Erickson and Carson Cullum, who wrestled great. Kenny actually bumped up 2 weights in the individual tournament and ended up placing second to go to the state tournament. So great job by the wrestlers.
Gobblers start off the second half with the basketball to Jalen Williams on that left side, being defended by a couple of rails in the process to Eli Christie. Down along that left baseline, Sanford back out to Alex Palm. His shot altered with, but not enough to get in as it's rebounded down to number 12 and Ty Nyberg. He'll bring it across half court. Nyberg right side to St. Germain to Colin Aho, now with 4 fouls in the ball game. Starts off the second half. 17:25 to play. And the ball game, Gobblers up 48-24, looking for our first points of the second half. To Nick Breed down along the left baseline, and it'll be a charge called against Nick Breed. First foul of the half, first foul of the night for Nick Breed. Gobblers will get the basketball.
With Jalen's heels just outside the charge circle. He got there quick, but he did get him locked in. It was close. Proctor coach did not agree with that, but it's going the other way in favor of the Gobblers.
Jalen Williams will have the basketball, serves it over left side now for Eli Christie. Down low to Landon Jansen, gets the push inside to put the Gobblers into the half-century mark at 50-24. 16:56 counting downward in this second half of basketball here on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com. Looking towards that right side, dribbling down along the baseline, gets the shot to go, was number 12, Ty Nyberg. 50-26, Gobblers still ahead. Gus Sanford, top of the right side, draws a double team to Eli Christie. Right elbow, drives just outside the paint. Basket will not go. Alex Palm with a putback. This finally goes in after a couple of bounces off the rim. And the Gobblers back up. Once again, 52-26. Trading baskets to start off the second half. Rev King, pass inside to Colin Aho, blocked out of the air. As touching it well out of bounds was Colin Aho. Nice play from Alex Palm to block the shot. Checking in for the first time tonight, we'll see Colbin Carter, number 24, and Josh Sinnott. He will check in as well, wearing number 4. We saw Sinnott in the last minutes of the first half, but Carter checking in for the first time tonight. Jalen Williams from the top of the circle, lose the handle as he tried to dribble between the legs, outlet to Colvin Carter, up with the right hand, too strong, rebounded down to Jalen Williams. Williams will take it across half court. Jalen works it left side to Eli Christie, gets the handle of it after being tipped out of his hands to Alex Palm. Down low, looks for a pass inside to Landon Jansen, touched upon, but gets the push inside to make it 54-26. 15:36 to play in the ball game. 3 on the way from Nyberg, no good, rebounded down to number 2 in Landon Jansen. Gus Sanford out on the floor now, left side, high pass to Eli Christie as we get bodies flying everywhere. We get a foul called as the ball is going out of bounds.
Number 11.
And it looks like that's the night for Colin Aho. Aho fouls out of the game with 3 points. Fouls out less than 3 minutes to start off the second half. Did have 4 coming into the second half as Gus Sanford gets the inbound, but it's taken right out of his hands by Ty Nyberg, lays it up and in. And will not get the shot immediately, but it'll be Carter St. Germain getting the loose change and throwing it in as well. Eli Christie from the free throw line dishes it back out to Jalen Williams, throws a jumper just outside the lane, and we'll get 2 more points for Jalen Williams, 56-28. Under 15 to go in the ball game. Colvin Carter straight on 3-pointer off the back of the rim. Long rebound, St. Germain gets the board. It's almost taken away by Christie, but Carter will recollect and set it up from the top of the circle, now working towards the right side. Skip past the Sinnott inside the paint. Turnaround right-handed shot off the left-handed spin. No good. Rebound loose, immediately taken by Jansen, but thrown away looking towards Gus Sanford. Gobblers turn over the basketball. 14.5 to play in the ball game. Gobblers up 56-28 on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin. Aitkin Health Services scoreboard. Carter, step back 3-pointer on the way, no good. Rebounded down to Sinnott. Sinnott double team down low. Throws it right to Landon Jansen, but still lands in Sinnott's hands, out to Nyberg as he loses the handle, and it will go out of bounds. Last touch by Nyberg and into the Gobblers' hands. 14:18 to go. It'll be Eli Christie with the basketball across half court right side. Loses the handle as Carter will be called for a foul. Colvin Carter, that is. 3rd foul already of the second half. Will be his first for Carter. 56-28 remains the score. Gobblers no fouls to start off the second half with 14:12 to go. Inbound to Gus Sanford. Turnaround 3 from the right corner, no good. High rebound picked up by Jansen. Stops, hesitates, basket will go as he is fouled. Landon Jansen through the lane and gets 2 more points for the Gobblers. Makes it a 30-point lead, 58-28. Foul called against number 12 and Ty Nyberg.
Landon, that's his 13th rebound this evening.
Nice double-double for Landon Jansen. Knocks down the free throw to complete the 3-point play. 59-28. 14 minutes to go. Skip pass back to Rev King. Actually, number 53, Ian Gillis, to Josh Sinnott. Nyberg. Back to Gillis. Out to St. Germain. Left side for Carter. Carter gets a weak side screen. Step back 3-pointer on the way from Carter. No good, as it's going to be rebounded down off the missed shot to Landon Jansen. Draws the double team, stolen away. No, they're going to call a foul before St. Germain could get the push against Gus Sanford. Carter St. Germain will get his second.
Second tonight, yep.
5th of the half already for the Proctor Rails. 13.5 to go. Gobblers up 59-28. From the free throw line, left elbow, back out. Williams going to fire a 3. Good for Jalen Williams. 62-28, Gobblers ahead. 13 minutes to go in the ball game. Inside pass at the free throw line. Sinnott looks for a pass back out in the lane before the 3-second call. Somehow no call there at the free throw line, but just a step inside the painted area. And St. Germain will get it back up to Ty Nyberg. Nyberg From the left side, goes to the right elbow, steps back, pushes back the defender to Colbin Carter. Top of the left side, goes to the free throw line at the left elbow, drives, no call as we get a foul called on the floor as Carter took a couple of bodies with him. As this will be a foul called against Aitkin, I believe. That will be against Alex Palm. That'll be his first. 12:53 to play, 62-28. Gobblers lead against the Proctor Rails on this Monday night of basketball. Right corner from Nyberg, a three-pointer after the inbound, no good.
Good position by Palm there on that rebound.
Palm gets the board, gives it up to Gus Sanford across half court, right side for Jalen Williams. Inside pass to Micah Lane, blocked in the air, gets his own fight for the loose ball as Josh Sinnott will outlet to Nyberg. Out to Colbin Carter, lays it up off the glass for two. 62-30 with 12.5 to play and counting downward in the second half. Gobblers ahead. Working it over towards the left side, Jalen Williams to Gus Sanford. Williams with the handle, steps away on a defender. Left elbow extended back out to Gus Sanford. Cross-court pass into the right side now for Alex Palm. Double team back out to Sanford. Going to fire a three from Gus. Good. 65-30 the score. Gobblers ahead with 11 minutes and some change to go. Gobblers up by 35. Carter St. Germain looks for a pass. Nothing going for him to Josh Sinnott now out on the left wing. Sinnott will go back to St. Germain at the top of the circle. At the free throw line to Ian Gillis. Turnaround backward shot will go into the rebounded hands of Micah Lane. Gus Sanford will get the ball from Lane. Dishes it out to Lane. Awkward floater from Lane, no good. Rebound down to Josh Sinnott.
Sinnott's fourth board tonight.
11:23, Colbin Carter will fire a three off the right side. Long rebound down to Micah Lane. 11:17 to go. Gobblers up 65-30. Alex Palm will get a nice pass underneath the basket from Brecken Williams. Palm will get two more points, up to 11 now. St. Germain, left side to Colbin Carter. Dribbles between the legs near the midcourt stripe. Carter from the left elbow, foul called out on the floor, it looks like. This will be against Aitkin with 10:52 to play. They're going to say shooting foul, I guess. Brecken Williams.
I guess I thought that was on the floor on the way in, but Brecken's second tonight.
Didn't see any distinct motion of him going towards the basket as Colbin Carter misses the front end of two. 67-30 remains the score. 10:52 to go. Once we get past the 9-minute mark, Gobblers up by 30. We will get that running clock. Second free throw good from Colbin Carter, 67-31. Gus Sanford across half court will take it himself, being defended by Colbin Carter. Steps from the free throw line, loses the handle, gives it up to Colbin Carter. The loose ball to Ian Gillis, takes on a double team as Carter gets the roll in for two. 67-33 with 10.5 to play. Skip pass to Brecken Williams. Right corner now for the Gobblers. Three on the way. No good from Gus Sanford. Loose rebound picked up by Jalen Williams. Micah Lane with the left hand. Blocked midair from Josh Sinnott. Outlet pass. Looking for Carter. It's stolen away by the Gobblers. Once again, Jalen Williams will give it up to Gus Sanford across half court. Alex Palm at the free throw line. Pass to the lane, stolen away. Colbin Carter left all alone. He'll roll it up and in for two more.
7 points so far, second half for Colbin Carter, who didn't play at all in the first half.
9:59 to play. Timeout called on the floor by the Gobblers. We'll take it with them as well. 67-35 our score here on the Gobbler. YourLiveEvent.com.
Since 1938, purchasing a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle at Aitkin Motors. Another tradition that Aitkin Motors is proud of is supporting extracurricular activities for area students. Need an oil change or vehicle repair? Schedule an appointment with the Aitkin Motors Service Department. Tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight here. Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout taken by the Aitkin Gobblers. 67-35 our score. Gobblers lead here on Homegrown Local Radio. From the Cub Foods Brainerd Baxter radio booth at Riverwood Healthcare Center, timeout taken by your Gobblers. Gobblers up by 32 here. Now under 10 minutes to play in this contest as well. Gobblers back in action tomorrow night against Pequot Lakes. 3 games this week to close out the regular season. Was going to be 4 games in 5 days, but the matchup Thursday against Monaga here at Aitkin High School unfortunately was canceled.
Is that game going to be covered over in Pequot by radio?
That it certainly will be.
Okay.
We'll have 2 stations on that one. We'll have it on Talk 100 KLKS as well as the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and also online with our audio stream at rjbroadcasting.com. Segway master Jeremy Jansen here on the broadcast here tonight. Gus Sanford takes a little bit of contact as he hits the floor. A blocking foul, looks like.
Ian Gillis, maybe?
And we'll see if it was 53. That gets the benefit of the call. 67-35 remains our score. Gillis will be called for his first. 9:44 to play here in the ballgame. Gobblers up by 32. Inbound to the right side of the basket. Down low to Landon Jansen. Double team against him. Basket will not go, but he takes the pressure with him, and he'll head his way to the free throw line.
Got himself a little too far under the hoop there and had to try to use his big body to push back and just didn't have an angle the ball to go off the glass.
Gillis now with back-to-back fouls with 9:42 to play here in this contest. Jansen at the line for a guaranteed 2. Does that also put the Gobblers in the bonus? You know, if they did call it on the floor, Gobblers would have gotten a 1-and-1, but Jansen will get the second free throw no matter what. Misses the front end of 2. Second free throw from Jansen is good. 68-35.
First free throw was a little flat. When he misses, it's typically flat. That one, he had a little more arc on, a little better stroke there. And
Rev King back into the game. Ian Gillis checking out after back-to-back fouls. It'll be Ty Nyberg from the top of the circle. Works it over left side for Pequot. James Pequot to Colbin Carter. He'll go up off the glass and finishing this shot. 68-37 with 9:25 to play. Gobblers ahead by 31. Working it left side, skip pass now to Brecken Williams. Williams looks for a pass in the right corner. Now down along the baseline. Alex Palm can't finish the shot. Loose rebound. Pequot comes out with it. Gives it up to Ty Nyberg across half court. Nyberg works it right side. Josh Sinnott. Sinnott inside the arc. Draws along that right baseline. Stolen away by the Gobblers to Gus Sanford. Full head of steam at the 9-minute mark left in the first half. Basket will not go as a foul called out on the floor. 8:57 to go. We'll get a 1-and-1 coming up here for the Gobblers. And it will be Colbin Carter's second foul in this second half. 8:57 to play. Front end of the 1-and-1, no good. Pequot with the rebound. He'll stretch pass to Sinnott on the putback on the alley-oop almost, but it was not good enough as it'll be Landon Jansen getting the rebound. Gobblers try to resettle themselves here. Up by 31 at 68-37 with 8:40 to play in the ball game. Right side, skip pass down to the right corner for Alex Palm. Looks for that pass. It's stolen away by Ty Nyberg as Palm was looking for Landon Jansen down along the basket. Nyberg from the right elbow throws a pass back inside to Rev King with a right-handed shot. Rebounded down to Landon Jansen. Jansen's got to be near a 20-20 performance here this evening.
16 he's got rebounds.
Well, still got 8 minutes to play. See if he can get 4 more rebounds. Put up a 20-20 effort tonight for Landon. Alex Palm, shot thrown up by him. No good. Fight for the rebound as we get a foul called. Jansen will get his second as Rev King fought for the board. Exactly 8 minutes to play, 68-37, Gobblers ahead. Alex Palm, Brecken Williams out. We'll see Eli Christie and also Braden Smith back in the ball game. Wes Theory back in for the Rails as he checks in for Ty Nyberg. Colbin Carter across half court now. Works it left side for James Pequot. Looks for Theory underneath the basket. Back out to Pequot out on the left wing. Hands it off to Colbin Carter. drives the free throw line, step back, three-pointer, shakes off the defender, three no good, a rebound down to West Theory. Out to Pequot, he's going to fire a three-pointer, good. 68-40, Gobblers ahead now with 7.5 to play. Gus Sanford from the left side, as we'll get a block called against.
Colby Carter's second.
Carter down now for 3 fouls in the ball game. 7:25 to go. As that will also put Sanford at the line for a 1-and-1 as the Gobblers still in the bonus. 9th foul of the half for the Proctor Rails. As we saw movement along the sideline of the Gobblers. Unfortunately, Landon Jansen bowed out as him and Eli Christie miscommunication, so the Gobblers will not get the free throw and the 1-and-1 on the front end of the 1-and-1. So Gobblers give up that opportunity to pad their lead. Pequot fed inside to West Theory, being defended by Christie as we get a foul. Travel. They're going to call travel against Theory. Turnover by the Rails. 68-40 remains the score. 7:13 to go. Gobblers ahead. Gus Sanford across half court. Gets it to Jalen Williams. Back out to Eli Christie. Stops, hesitating, shot left, halfway up. Basket will not go as Landon Jansen takes a whack as he'll head his way to the free throw line. Jansen might have been dented on the mullet there, it looks like. Looks like he'll be all right, though, heading to the free throw line.
There's a lot to dent there.
Someone might want to make sure whoever it was West Theory. Somebody might want to make sure West Theory's elbow is okay. Front end of the free throw is good for Landon Jansen.
Or if something came out of there, maybe it stuck to his elbow.
I was going to say, I want to check for bite marks. There might be some creatures living in that hairdo. Then again, I can't complain all that much, too. This matted mess I've got going on. 70-40 right now, under 7 to play. Gobblers ahead here on the GobblerYourLiveEvent.com. Colbin Carter with the basketball to the front court, left side to Theory. Gets it down low to Sinnott. Stolen away by Eli Christie. 6:46 to go, counting downward in the contest here tonight. Left side to Gus Sanford. Takes a couple of defenders with him before he backs out to Eli Christie. Christie, right elbow extended down to the right corner for Jalen Williams. Floats up a shot, no good. Rebounded down to West Theory. Stolen away by Gus Sanford. Sanford looks to drive, cradles it, lays it up, can't get it to go. As reaching over the back, it looks like, as Braden Smith was almost trying to get a piggyback ride from Rev King there as he elevated. It will be the first foul for Braden Smith. 4th foul for the Gobblers in the second half. Well, Proctor in the double bonus, giving the Gobblers 2 guaranteed free throws on any fouls the rest of the way. Carter loses the handle but regains it, coming across half court to Pequot. James Pequot, that is. Looks for the handoff to Josh Sinnott at the right elbow, extended back out to the perimeter. Colbin Carter steps back at that right elbow, left side for Pequot. 3 on the way from Pequot, no good. High rebound tipped out of the air. Michael Lane comes down with a loose ball with under 6 to go. Gobblers up by 30, 70-40. Right side, Eli Christie looks to drive, stops, pops a shot, no good. Rebounded down to West Theory. Theory across half court, works it left side of the free throw line, loose ball as Christie will hit the deck and will take a foul with him.
Eli's second tonight.
5th foul for the Gobblers in this second half. Palm back into the ball game. 5:41 to play. Gobblers ahead by that 30-point margin. Inbound to Josh Sinnott, right to the left side. Pequot left corner, 3 on the way. High off the backboard, no good. Off the rim, I should say. Rebounded down to Braden Smith. Gives it up to Jalen Williams across half court. Looks to drive to Michael Lane up off the window. Nice finish for Michael Lane. 72-40. Lane now with 6 points on the night. And we'll see West Theory. Offensive foul against Theory, it looks like. They're going to call that one. No, they're going to give that one to Rev King. Rev King called for the foul, his third. Gobblers get the ball back with 5:14 to go. 72-40 our score. I'll get Jalen Williams to the front court, works at left side in the corner now for Braden Smith. Back to Jalen Williams, left side, looks to drive, stops outside the lane, surveys his option, back out to Eli Christie. In the lane, takes a travel as he was held up on, it looked like, from our vantage point up here. But the feet slipped out from underneath Eli Christie.
13th turnover for the Gobblers this evening. That's probably one thing that the takeaway from this game was just be a couple too many of those unforced, you know.
Rev King and James Puro out of the ball game. We will see Carter St. Germain back in for the first time tonight. Ben Jahola into the game as well. Under 5 minutes to go. Jahola underneath the basket, loses the handle down along the baseline, and we'll turn it over as we'll wait to see any further movement from the Gobblers checking in. All but two players have touched the floor tonight on the bench for the Gobblers. We'll just have to keep our eyes peeled before too long here. 72-40 our score. Working left side now, Eli Christie. In the left corner now for Alex Palm. Palm looks to get out of trouble along that left baseline, back out to Braden Smith. Smith out on the right wing, skip pass over to Jalen Williams for a three off the front of the rim, no good. Jahala initially had the rebound, but it goes to Braden Smith. Smith step in, left corner now for Eli Christie. Up and under the basket, swatted out of the air by Sinnott. Gives it up to St. Germain in the front court. Right side, Jahala. From the free throw line, drives in the lane, stops, hesitates with the right-handed shot, no good to Alex Palm. Palm will underhand pass to his teammate in Jalen Williams and will take it up to the front court himself. We'll see four Gobblers check in during the next possible stoppage. Fakes the three, step back three from Braden Smith, good. Braden Smith with a three, 75-40. Gobblers lead with 3:40 to go. It'll be Carter St. Germain throwing it basically right to Eli Christie, but regains it, and then Carter St. Germain throws it away. 3:30 to go. Clock will continue to wind.
Would you consider that two turnovers in the same? He turned it over, Eli picked it, it went back to him, and then he threw it away.
I would consider it two turnovers.
You're the official, so I'm going to go with it.
I don't even know much about basketball to begin with, but all I know is I get to broadcast it. That is about it.
Well, you do a fine job.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. 3 minutes to go. Gobblers check in for the first time tonight, seeing as well number 12, that being Ryan Alexander, and also number 30 in Tyson Shodine. Shodine out on the left wing with the basketball and gives it up to Gus Sanford. Sanford will take it from the top of the circle, left elbow, drives inside, right-handed layup is good. 77, I should say, to 40 the score. Carter St. Germain across half court, steps back out, cross court heave to Sinnott. Thought about the three, he'll drive baseline, loses the handle, a foul called as the quizzical look of Gus Sanford questioning the foul, but will be assessed his second. And we'll get more subs into the ball game as well. Gus Sanford will check out. Landon Jansen will as well. Micah Lane, and I believe also Braden Smith back in the game as well. Seeing number 20, Sam Nyland, into the game, while Nick Breed also back in. And number 30, Logan Linham, will be fouled, and he'll head his way to the free throw line. Number 30, that is, who just checked in, gets the inbound, fouled on the basket. It'll be Ryan Alexander, his first foul of the night. Fun part of the night where we get to fill out the scorebook just a little bit extra on the fly here, as the and one free throw from Linham is good. 77-43 with 90 seconds to go. Alexander stops, fires a shot inside the perimeter, no good. Rebounded down to Wes Theory. Theory will take it himself across half court, left side. Now gets it down to Sam Nyland as its last touch by the Gobblers, and will go right back to the Proctor rails. Clock continues to go now with about 70 seconds left in the ball game. Inbounded from Jahala to Jahala once again from the left corner. Three on the way, halfway in, kicks back out to Braden Smith after the pass there from Sam Nyland. Hand off to Ryan Alexander. Top of the key, left side for Micah Lane. Lane looks for a pass inside. Tip pass right to Braden Smith. 47 seconds to go. Alexander, skip pass to Tyson Shodine at the left elbow. Back out to Braden Smith. He looks to drive. Back out to Alexander. Steps along the perimeter to Braden Smith. Step back three on the way from Braden Smith. No good. Brecken Williams with a putback opportunity. Doesn't get it to go as number 30, that being Logan Linham with the rebound. Left corner, right corner for a three from number 5, Wes Theory is good. 77-46 with 15 seconds to go. Gobblers will bring it up to the front court. Gobblers, after being disappointed on Saturday, will notch themselves back into the win column for the sixth time in the last 7 games. Gobblers will be victorious 77-46. Post-game show coming your way here. See which coach we're going to get to come up here for the post-game show, if any of them.
I'll go try to grab one for you. Who
Well,
else would you like?
Yeah, we'll see here. We'll step aside here for a break. We'll get you a look here at our big deal player of the game, Enbridge Energy player of the game, and much more on the way. Gobblers win 77-46 on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com.
Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
At Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, their team works together to provide you with the ultimate Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet shopping experience. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. They're there to exceed your expectations, deliver the best service possible, and make car shopping fun again. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. When looking for your next new or used vehicle, shop Brandel Chevrolet Buick GMC in Aitkin. Our reputation rides with you. brandelgm.com.
At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we inspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage of the Aitkin Gobblers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise to get in contact. That's yourliveevent.com.
Aitkin Health Services is hiring additional nurses and CNAs. All new hires will receive a $4.75 per hour wage in addition to and above regular pay scale. Contact Aitkin Health Services to inquire on these positions or visit sfhs.hcshiring.com. St. Francis Health Services and Affiliates is an equal opportunity employer.
It's been a family tradition since 1938, purchasing a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle at Aitkin Motors. Another tradition that Aitkin Motors is proud of is supporting extracurricular activities for area students. Need an oil change or vehicle repair? Schedule an appointment with the Aitkin Motors Service Department. Tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1. For those also joining us on yourliveevent.com, Gobblers victorious tonight by the score 77-46 as we jump right into the post-game show. We'll get a couple of our players on as well. Whoever wants to start off tonight. Hand the microphone off to Landon Jansen tonight, 20 points. Almost 20 rebounds tonight. Landon, did you want to get 20 rebounds to go along with those 20 points tonight, I bet?
25 and 17.
25-17 tonight for Landon Jansen. Well, I'll probably seal up big deal player of the game. Landon, how'd you feel there out on the court tonight?
Well, it seems that I felt pretty good. Slow start on offense, but then saw the ball go through the hoop once, and I was just found position and was able to put the ball in the hoop.
Last couple of games for yourself especially, you've been able to get some of that inside edge and get a little bit more push inside too. What's it been these last handful of games, especially in the second half of your season, too, that you've been able to get that edge a little bit more?
Oh, I'm definitely more in shape than I was at the start of the season. Second off, working more in practice on what I have to work on inside to improve our game for our shooters and just our guards driving or whatever.
I know that the game on Saturday, unfortunately, probably left a bitter taste in your guys' mouth, but coming into tonight, aggressiveness, what seemed to be the name of the game tonight. What would you say that message was to start off tonight and coming out a little bit more aggressive?
Well, personally, I said we got to keep the momentum going and just keep having fun, which we've been doing the last 6 games that we've been in, 7 games, and you got to keep this momentum going into their last 2 games of the season. The way we've been playing, I think we can get these next 2 last 2 to finish off our season going into playoffs, start with a fast run.
Absolutely, and I know that this week going to be a busy one for you guys too. You got Pequot tomorrow, you've got Staples on Friday as well right here at Aitkin, so definitely going to be a busy week for you guys too.
It's going to be fun.
Landon Jansen, our big deal player of the game tonight. I didn't get you last time, so I'm going to throw in an extra certificate for you to go along with a T-shirt. See if we can get Alex Palm here on the post-game show as well. Alex Palm joining us here on the post-game show here as our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game tonight. We'll make sure to get you settled up right then and there. Alex, talking about tonight's contest for yourself and also for your teammates, well, I know that Saturday was a bit of a rough one for you guys to come up on the short end. The momentum as the season has come along here, especially coming off that 5-game win streak, losing on Saturday but coming out here aggressive too. What would you say was the overall message here, especially after Saturday, to get off to a good start tonight?
Saturday stung a little bit, so we just wanted to come out hard and just play well. We didn't want to lose again, so we just came out firing, even though we were missing Zach McDonald and our head coach Stan. I mean, we just came out and wanted to play. That's
definitely a thing we definitely need to mention as well. You're missing Zach McDonald too, but you get Eli to come in as well to get into that starting role. I'm sure that had to feel a little bit more comfortability as well with Eli stepping into because he's heavily involved in the game as well, coming off the bench, but him in a starting role to get a few extra minutes had to feel nice for your team too.
Yeah, we all love Eli. He's a great guy.
Alex, the one thing down this stretch of these games where we went 5 in a row and now another one tonight, and even against Marshall, you see that the intensity on the defensive side of the ball has really picked up, and you guys have done a really nice job. I think that's where the focus, I've won some games, but I think the focus on the defensive side has really picked up. Would you comment on that for us?
Yeah, at the start of the season, our defense was pretty good, and then we started to lack a little bit once our offense got up. So coach has gone on us for that, and now our defense is strong, and we're just getting better synergy between all the players, and I don't know, we're all just feeling a lot better. We need to work on stuff, of course, but we're doing a lot better.
That offense too flow, you on the high post there at on the top of the free throw line, been able to move that ball quickly. You guys had some backdoor cuts and some be able to kicks and some threes, and so the ball movement seems to be much faster, and you guys are doing a nice job of getting some open looks there.
Yeah, it's really fun. We're learning as a team, and we're just getting chemistry.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks like clicking on all cylinders at the right time. It's fun to watch.
Alex, thanks so much for coming on the post-game show. We appreciate it as always.
Yeah, thank you.
Alex Palm, our Enbridge Energy player of the game tonight. Gobblers victorious by the score 77-46. Give us a moment here before we get Coach Rob Williams joining us here. So he's talking to the man, that being John Woodrow.
John Woodrow,
yes.
The man.
You say it's Paul's Palace, but it's always Woodrow's World. That is for sure. Before we get to our coach's conversation here, of course, we do have to say our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, Alex Palm tonight, brought to you by Enbridge. Enbridge thanks you for supporting the Line 3 replacement project. Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and it is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands. Thank you from Enbridge. And, of course, we'll talk more about our big deal player of the game and some of our sponsors for that. But right now we got our conversation. Coach Rob Williams joining us here on the post-game show. Coach, you're down one of your starting guards, and head coach tonight didn't really seem to affect the team all that much to begin with.
They always say when the boys play well, it's, when you win, it's because they played well, and when you lose, it's the coach's fault. So thankfully it wasn't my fault tonight. No, they played very well. They knew what they had to do, and we talked about it after the game that this is a team that in the beginning of the season probably would have given us trouble. It would have been a tough, tight-fought game, and we've just confidence-wise, execution-wise, and chemistry-wise, have really found a nice groove on both ends of the floor, and it's paying off.
Yeah, those last handful of games, especially the second half of the season, we've seen the defense really start to pick things up too and creating havoc in the backcourt for your opponents too, which has led to more offensive opportunities and getting a lot of help in the rebounds. What, 2-1 tonight at least?
We had 40-19 in favor of the Gobblers.
And we had a lot of games early in the season that were the other way around, and that's been a consistent factor in the last 7 to 10 games. Is we are rebounding much more actively. We're boxing out. We're attacking the offensive glass and getting extra shots too.
And even we talked about, first of all, coming out of this game with high energy after a tough snake bit loss on Saturday, and I thought, if they can come out with some energy, I think they'll come out and play a good game. And man, did they come out hitting on all cylinders.
Again, just hats off to the kids. We're shorthanded tonight. We just we got done with 3 games in 3 nights, all great games. Lose a tough, hard-fought game on Saturday. It would have been easy to come out flat today. But they're focused. They know what their goal is. They know what they want to accomplish, and they came out with the tank ready to run.
The one thing that we've noticed in this stretch, first of all, is we're talking to Paul, is that the defense, as he mentioned, has really picked up. Guys not even on the stat sheet sometimes for points, but they play lockdown defense. I've mentioned this many times. Jalen might have 4 or 5 points, but he has played a lockdown defense on some of their best guys and done a nice job. But the offensive rebounds that we didn't see early in the season, and in that Marshall game the other day, we had 3 offensive rebounds and a 3-pointer by Zach McDonald that just, in that first half, that just buried him. And then again tonight, offensive rebounds and putbacks and working hard on the offensive side. We used to, early on we were one shot and going the other way.
It was either in or out.
Yeah.
And that can be a real backbreaker for a team, and that's what's been so strong for us in these games is getting that second, third, even fourth shot. Boy, when you play defense for 40 seconds and give up 3 shots and they score on the 4th one, it's just demoralizing. And the kids have done a fantastic job on offense of creating that, and on defense of not allowing that to happen.
For sure.
You're right. When you were talking about athletes, summer scores and this and that, everybody's kind of finding a niche.
Totally.
And everybody has a role, and like you said, some are defensive kids for us, some are drive and dish assist kids, some are the 3-point shooters, some are the post-ups, and they're really finding their roles and maximizing them.
Yeah, we've always talked about it'd be nice every night to have 4 guys in double figures. We had 3, and then you have Eli with 8, Jay with 8, but to go along with those 5 rebounds, for those guards, that's a big deal, when those guys are active. And how many times have we seen them on a missed free throw beat the opposing team to a rebound,
Yes.
And so it's it's our guards playing a great basketball right now.
It is. It just really, and really inside and out. We're not the biggest team, but Landon sure knows how to use that frame, and you saw it tonight. I mean, they had a kid that was bigger than him, and they had a couple kids that maybe were quicker than him, but not one of them could stop him. And most of the time, 2 couldn't stop him when he got his position. And we're looking for it.
Right.
We know he does it, and we know how well he finishes it. So when we're driving, if that shot's not there, we're looking. Gus had a lot of those little diagonal slips through the zone as he got the seam in that first half. He must have at least 4 or 5 of them like that for drop passes and land and finished.
We talked to Alex about, working the high post and being able to catch that ball on a kick or those backdoor cuts, and we did a really nice job. Jay going to the hoop tonight. I get a couple nice backdoor cuts and lay it off the glass, and so it's fun to see the ball movement on the offensive side.
It is. First half of the season we were standing too much, especially against zone.
Yep.
And, they didn't want to go man-to-man, and I think I understand why. But it's really nice to see these boys executing zone offense as well, because now we're like, hey, if they come in 2-3, we know what we're going to do.
Yep.
They come in 1-3-1, we feel confident what we do. They come in man-to-man, great. We don't get to see enough of it.
Right.
So that makes them a lot more dangerous.
Coach, got Pequot Lakes tomorrow night as well, second time around, but this time very crucial matchup here with just 2 games left here in the regular season. I know that's going to be a tough one over at their place.
It is, and they're a great team. They've got size, they've got shooters, they've got depth. I mean, they really have a nice team. And Rich Spitzka, the head coach, is doing a fantastic job there. But I got to tell you, I don't think anybody really wants to play us right now, truthfully. They're playing good ball, and hopefully we come in there ready to play, and I know we'll be ready to play. We hit a few of those key shots, and we're going to raise some eyebrows and give them heck and give them everything they can handle.
It's just a different level of confidence that you see. It started right prior to that first game of the Virginia tournament, and before that, they go down 10, and you could see that maybe the shoulders shrug and the hang a little bit. And since that time, the confidence level of this group as a unit is much different.
It's so much, like even though we lost Saturday in that 2-point loss, we got down 11-2 or 11-4 right out of the gate, and we never flinched. They were fine. We're like, we're good. We got this. And sure enough, they come right back. So 10-point deficits don't bother them anymore. They understand how quickly they can change that and work at it. And it's a fun ride. It's a great group of young guys. I mean, it's a riot. They work their tails off. They're giving us every ounce they have, and we're appreciative of them.
Coach, we certainly do appreciate the time as always. Look forward to talking to you tomorrow night as well. Hopefully,
hopefully you'll talk to Stan.
Yes, hopefully Stan it will be. But again, we appreciate you coming up here tonight.
You bet. Thank you, guys.
Coach Rob Williams joining us here on the post-game show. Gobblers victorious by the score 77-46. Of course, our big deal player of the game, brought to you by Brandel Motors of Aitkin, Riverwood Healthcare, Willie's Marina of McGregor, Pizza Ranch in Baxter, Little Falls, Whippler Precast in Pine River, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products Brainerd, BigDealAuctions.com, Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, Crow Wing Kayaks Cross Lake, Lax Energy Cooperative, Advantage Seamless Gutters Baxter, Newman Construction in Brainerd. A big deal player of the game, 25 points, 17 rebounds tonight. Landon Jansen, our big deal player of the game. So the Gobblers victorious tonight, 9-13 on the season. Again, in action tomorrow night at Pequot Lakes. Proctor is now 6-18. They're in action Tuesday. They'll be at home against Moose Lake Willow River. Just a quick out-of-town scoreboard update. The other game on the airwaves tonight, a final over on Skeeter 101.5. Crosby Ironton victorious 63-45 over in Bram tonight. Tori Orline, 29 points tonight in the victory for the Crosby Ironton Ranger girls basketball team. So friendly reminder once again, we'll be in action tomorrow night with the Gobblers right here on the Gobblers. They take on Pequot Lakes. That'll be right here on KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, as well as Talk 100 KLKS. And you can also take us with you at rjbroadcasting.com. We'll have the Gobblers on Friday night as well. The boys, that is, as they will take on Staples Motley, senior night, parents night right here from Aitkin High School. Then Thursday we'll have the girls basketball game just down the road in Piers in the Section 7 2A tournament. Gobbler girls at Piers, a 6 o'clock tip-off. We'll get you pregame starting at 5:40 on the Gobbler as well. No video for that one, unfortunately, as we head over to Piers.
Bring an extra headset.
Yeah, this is true. It never leaves that far away. I'll be there. I'm sure you'll be there as well. Never too far away. Gobblers victorious tonight by the score, again, 77-46. A real nice bounce back after a bit of a, just a shot in the arm that was on Saturday.
Right, and you have 7 different Gobblers on the score sheet tonight. 3 in double figures, 2 with 8 points, just a couple points away. So, and again, active on the boards. They came out, as we talked in the pregame, they got to come out with energy, and they did. They didn't let that loss, still thinking about it. They were playing this game, and that's what they need to do. And tomorrow, they got to forget about playing Proctor and ready for Pequot in tomorrow night's game.
And that'll be a good one tomorrow night over at the PAC. Devin Kruger will be on the call for that one. You get the A-plus announcer. Well, you just get the A announcer, the A for Aitkin, that is.
A for Aitkin.
Yeah, and the A-plus, and Devin Kruger always does a great job, especially with the Pequot Lakes Patriots. So as we wrap things up here in the post-game show, Gobblers victorious now 6 wins in the last 7 games for them, with that 5-game win streak snapped on Saturday, and the Rails fall in 3 straight, now 9 losses in their last 10 games. Gobblers victorious again, final score 77-46. Gobblers again on the road tomorrow night, have that coverage on homegrown local radio. The Proctor Rails Tuesday at Moose Lake, at home against Moose Lake Willow River. Well, a big thank you to everybody for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. We certainly do appreciate everybody for taking time to join with us here on a Monday night. For those tuning in to the audio stream at rjbroadcasting.com, the video stream at yourliveevent.com, or just good old-fashioned homegrown local radio, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, The Gobbler. For the likes of Jeremy Jansen, this is Paul Vold here from Aitkin High School. Big thank you to Activities Director Alex White for allowing us to broadcast. Both head coaches for taking time to speak with us. Of course, for Rob Williams coming on the post-game show. Our big deal player of the game, Landon Jansen. Our Enbridge Energy player of the game in Alex Palm for coming on the post-game show as well. Gobblers victorious tonight on a Monday night. First of 3 games here this week, back-to-back coming up tomorrow night as well. If you tuned in tonight and saw some of our sponsors during the broadcast or heard some of them on the radio airwaves, be sure to thank our sponsors with your patronage and always shop local. Until next time, this is Paul Vold signing off here from Aitkin High School with color commentator, bookkeeper, Segway extraordinaire, that being Jeremy Jansen, for joining us here on the post-game, pregame, and in-game broadcast as well here on Homegrown Local Radio. Until next time, Paul Vold signing off from Aitkin High School. Thanks so much for tuning in. This has been a proud presentation of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated on KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1, The Gobbler. And for those tuning in online, YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks so much for tuning in on a Monday night. You enjoyed the rest of your Monday night, and we'll talk to you next time, everybody.
Thank you.